Hey everybody, how's it going? We're back tonight with more Final Fantasy XIV. I hope everything's working the way it's supposed to be. There it is. Just give me a moment to get everything sorted. Had a minor scare with something working as it wasn't supposed to. So, hopefully, we're not going to be running into that problem now, but I'm going to be very careful when turning the screen real quick. So, just a moment. Just need to fix some things on my end. Okay. Well, let's see. Just gotta get this there. Hit that button. Hit. Hello, that's not the face I'm supposed to have. Okay, there we go. I think that's about right. Okay, yeah. Everything's fixed. Ooh. And yes, that is a thing. There is another free one to this expansion. Sorry, not expansion, this patch. My brain's not working because some shit nearly went down. But okay, let's just, let's see. Is everything working? Perfect. Okay, oh wait, I need to be on a... Yeah, fuck it. Y'all can see as I just go to worlds. It doesn't matter. I've talked about... Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Hold up. One moment. Just taking a bit. We are still here. We're just... Yeah. Everything's fixed. It just almost wasn't. It was, not great. Let's just put it that way. Not the way I wanted to start off the day. Panic. Again. What ended up happening was, the camera that I use for tracking my model, which, by the way, improved version of Wily 3.0. This is Wily 3.0.1. It had some work done on it by Slag. I can never get Slag's name right off the bat. I believe it's Slagator. But yeah. Got everything working, and VNN needs to be adjusted in where it's showing up real quick. I like to be more in the corner, like right there, so I'm not blocking shit. And yeah, we have a little bit more shading. Got a lot of tweaks done. Feels good. Feels nice. But yeah, what ended up happening was my video capture for when I was doing miniature painting. Okay, well, at least this time, Reina, the mistake was on your end and not my end for forgetting to unmute myself. Because all of Monday, I accidentally had all of the intro music muted. Monday was a little bit of a shit show. I honestly... It was an interesting stream, but I did not like how the setup for stream went. It was a bit of a mess. That had me stressed to all hell. That's why I had to start like almost an hour late. Ow. But yeah, we got some things fixed. Like, look, my smile. It's not creepy this time. If my eyes decide to work. That is not a model issue. That is my camera being slightly out of place because I used it on the miniature painting, which is why it tried to read the channel input as me being on something that it wasn't supposed to be, and almost decided to be a live feed instead of interface for my VTuber model. Which that's always fun. You know, that's what you want to have happen, right? You want things to decide, oh hey, gonna just go out of nowhere and just try to make everything insane. But yeah. Yeah, apparently I had gotten the feedback that the smile was a little bit creepy on multiple occasions. But that's fine. Now we got this smile. It's a little bit more subtle. My eye blinking is something I need to fix, but that happens with every time I update a model, that the blinks need to be done. Also, we have an angry face again. We got this smile. We can be sad now. This one looks quite a bit sadder than the other sad, to be honest. Which is good. That's good. We want that. And we also have surprise, which I think looks pretty good. I do want to try and see if I can maybe import some of the eyes from how it was on the last iteration, so I can kind of like get the smaller pupils and all of that adjusted. Yes, being sad is good. That is why I listen to goth music all the time. Nothing like sad music to start off a good day. Speaking of sad music to start off a good day, this song. You know, we're just gonna leave the volume at 34 instead of going to our normal 30. Because, you know, 34. It works. That's the rule, right? So we're just gonna leave that there. And let's talk to some of our friends here. Okay, Urianje, how you doing? Ere we descended the throne room, I did chance upon an object, which, if I might have the right of... Oh, okay, we read all the stuff. This is all last time to catch you all up. We did Seed of Sacrifice. Our buddy turned into a crystal. And, yeah. Time to talk to Y'shtola. Also nice. Evanescence is always good. And let's see what Y'shtola has to say. Y'shtola's eyes seem to be staring into your very soul. Wiley, if you are ready, would you recount to us how the day unfolded? Well, we went in, we kicked somebody's ass, and now we have a skateboard made of crystal. Yeah. It's not voiced. Sad. So you reached out to Elidibus at the last, and his heart was moved. You know what? I'm just gonna be like, you know what? It changed nothing. He's still dead. Also, are my eyes still closed? Perhaps not. Ultimately, you had no choice but to strike him down. But the important thing is, though violence proved unavoidable, you did at least come to understand your foe. In knowing his hopes and dreams, do we best remember him and his legacy. So as long as they remain unforgotten, the love he and his brethren bore for one another, and the star may yet be rewarded. Okay, awesome. I am still, like, it's hard for me to tell because, you know, model's on the other side of the screen, so if I look over, it's gonna obviously have an effect on the eyes. But yeah, I always have to be a little bit like, hey, what's the difference on the day when it's, like, first time breaking it out? But yeah, I do enjoy actually having, like, some real shading. The reason I looked so 2D and flat before on 3D model was because I don't know how to do dynamic shading. So long as this... Okay, yeah, we read this part. We're not repeating it, because that was a sentence. You said that an ancient came to your aid. But how is that possible? A gift from Emmett Selk. He knew of Elidibus's plight. Foreseeing his own death, he made provisions to bring Elidibus's suffering to an end, lest his friend be left to continue the struggle alone. And that is completely fair. I can see colors, but you know what I can't see? I can't see why kids love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'll never be able to see that again. I've lost it. That's what becoming an adult is. Or so I wildly speculate. It is unlikely we will ever know the truth. The best we can do is remember events as they happen. No more and no less. As the Ronkins so rightly put it, history is learned, not lived. Ah, there you all are. Is it Lena? No. Ah, it's you, Becklug! My friend, we were given to understand that thou wert injured. Shouldst thou not be abed? Urianger doing exactly what I do when I forget someone's name and they show up somewhere. Just like, yo! Dude, what's up? My friend is just the more Elizabethan version of that. Lie down at a time like this. Don't be absurd. I would have come sooner had the guards not made such a fuss. Now tell me, what's happened? Where is the Exarch? You know, I don't really get into politics here, but I feel like, if it's so much of a fuck-up that it needs to be mentioned in chat, what the hell happened? I have not checked the news today. I see. Wily, will you show me his spirit vessel? Yes, both his soul and memories seem intact. Good. Unlike the others, his aether was not highly charged, and so it did not seem necessary to employ a familiar for the imbuing. But I needed to be certain all the same. Oh, what a relief. Okay, let's see. The new Prime Minister by interim, his first action, transfer 25 billions in Bermuda. Classics? I don't know how to tell you this, but, I think Canada might be broke. Somebody done laundered all the money. So, yeah. There might be problems there. Then 'tis but a question of restoring his soul unto his flesh. And, as thou didst lately tell me, the success of this process resteth on no more than our friend's soul recognizing his flesh as his own. Given his apparent desire to return to the source with Wily, one would think his soul would be only too happy to be home, no? Surely it won't balk at the relative newness of its accommodation. So one would hope, but none can speak for the Exarch's heart of hearts. And he can no longer speak for himself. Yeah, that sounds a little scary there, Classics. My best advice: stock up on non-perishable foods, water, and as many self-defense implements that I can't necessarily say on Twitch or YouTube, just to make sure that you're safe. Also make sure you have plenty of locks and things you can barricade your doors with, just in case things get a little dicey. Furthermore, though I have drawn upon all of my not inconsiderable experience to predict the outcome, the fact remains there is no direct precedent for what we are attempting. Will his body accept his soul? Will his essences blend properly? Will he awaken whole of mind? Any number of these things could go awry. They just look at each other. Fuck, we could go crazy too. Assuming I have succeeded in tempering your expectations, I should probably add that I did ask the Exarch if he still wished to return to the source in full knowledge of the risks. A simple enough question, one would think, warranting a single-word reply. Yet, the answer I received was rather longer than that. Almost comically so. In fact, regardless, out of respect of the man, I shall attempt to recite it with a certain amount of poetic license. As I grew older, the burdens I carried became ever more numerous, burdens which weighed upon my hopes, burying them deep within my breast. So deep that I couldn't be certain they were still there. But when I look around me, I am reminded that no matter how deeply buried they may be, our hopes never truly disappear. No. They're always with us, guiding us, driving us. I see it in Vothri, who sought to vindicate his existence by creating his paradise. I see it in Ranjit, who forsook his life's cause in order to protect that which he held most dear. I see it in the people who chose to struggle rather than surrender to despair. And though our struggles may differ greatly, since the beginning of time, they have all shared one common thread: hope. We struggle because we have hope. And when the time comes, I too will embrace mine. I will follow my heart, regardless of the risks. And I will live with all my being, as befits one who has been granted a second chance. There. I told you it was long, and unspeakably sentimental to boot. One would think the outpouring of a dewy-eyed boy, not the old man the Exarch seemed to believe he is. I mean, really, he's scarcely been alive as long as I've been in hiding. I dare say he's blushing in his vessel. Speaking of which, we should make ready for our journey. Time remains of the essence, after all. Needless to say, once we leave, there's no guarantee we can return. If anyone has unfinished business, now is the time to see to it. I must pay a visit to Slitherbow. I can never get that word right. Anyways, let us reconvene here anon. There remain some few matters which require mine attention in Ilmeg. May I leave Thancred in thy care, child? Thancred's like, dude, what the fuck? I've been meaning to get some flowers from Infilia. I thought you might help me choose them, and then we could go to Nabatharang together. One last time. A fine suggestion. Lead on. Well, it's back to Yulmore for me. Amongst other things, I owe the mayor an apology about his airship. I assume you have places of your own to be, Alice, eh? I shall see you later. Oh, she's thinking. That's dangerous. Okay, Becklug, what about you? I shall take this opportunity to conduct a final inspection of the spirit vessels. Given what is at stake, one can never be too thorough. As you've probably guessed, I'm going to pay a visit to the inn at Journey's Head. But I want you to come too. I realize you don't need to say any farewells. But the Exarch does, if only in spirit. So I thought you might bring him along, so to speak. I'm sure he'd love the thought of being lugged around on his hero's back. So let's be off, shall we? I can't wait to see how Halrick's doing. And there we go. This is one of the few last moments we will have here. So, that being the case, I think we're gonna splurge and take an Amaro instead of teleporting. And how's it going, Aku? How you doing, buddy? Let's see if we can't get a shout out for you there. And if you haven't given Aku a follow, please do give Aku a follow. Fellow VTuber and friend of mine. I think lately you've been playing Yakuza games, right? It's been a moment since I've actually been able to be on Twitch outside of my own streams, because videos on YouTube have been kind of taking up a lot of time. You know, that's where chat's supposed to be, which makes me realize I took all of the stream essentials off the screen because I was using this to record. I thought something seemed off, but I couldn't quite place what. Okay, now you're playing Wilds. How has that been? I've heard it's really good. Like, I've been wanting to get it, but I've also had some friends tell me, like, wait, because it's buggy on PC and all that. So, I'm not entirely sure what I should be doing there. This is not where I want to be. I want to go to the Amaro launch, not the rookery. Yeah, we're gonna get a little sentimental, and we're gonna take one of the Amaro. Which one does this take us to? Kalusia? No. What about you? Amaring? Yes. Yeah, I've heard it's like quite an issue. They don't actually let us fly. I feel robbed! Well, I guess we're just gonna get on the fatter cat and walk on over to the Journey at Inn's Head. Or you know what? Yeah, we can walk there from here. We're gonna do it so we can take in the sights and enjoy this place for as little as we have left in it. And you see, stuff like that makes me want to go get another console. Because, like, computer, it's great. I like my computer. But it is nice sometimes to just have a game that's actually tuned to be able to function instead of having to fiddle with it myself the entire time and be like, I have no idea why this isn't working. Work on it for about 20 hours, still not get it right, and then just be like, you know what, I'll just have to deal with the glitches. Like, sometimes I kind of miss the, you know, the general convenience of a console. So, I don't know, like, what would y'all say is better right now? Like, the Xbox or, like, the PlayStation? Because, like, I honestly have not kept up with what is the quote-unquote better console. All I know is for the longest time there's been that meme of PlayStation has no games. Has PlayStation been living up to that still? Like, the only game I remember being announced recently and getting released recently for PlayStation has been Assassin's Creed, like the new Assassin's Creed. Which, by the way, apparently Ubisoft does not know the difference between China and Japan. So, that went over well. But yeah. I don't know. They both seem like they would be fine. But, you know, I don't know which one has, like, the better, like, exclusive thing anymore if consoles are still doing those. Halric? Halric? Oh, gods! Don't tell me he's wandered off again. Quickly. Wily, we need to find him. Oh, Alice, didn't see you there. If you're looking for Halric, he's gone for a walk with one of the others. They were planning to visit the graveyard, if I'm not mistaken. Well, that's a relief. Shall we adjourn to the graveyard, then? Yeah, Ubisoft really fucked up with Japan. Like, really bad. And it's kinda hilarious. We also need to pet Torgal, and now we go. I did not realize that Torgal had his own mount music. I dig it. Okay, let's see. What do you have to say? Oh, greetings, Wily. Looking for Halric by any chance? Yes, he's right there, I can tell. Alice is just like, oh god, we nearly lost the child. There he is. I was afraid he'd wandered off again. You know, that killed someone last time. Oh, there's no need to worry. Halric's safe and well. He's been showing good progress, and likes to go for walks of late. Though, his steps usually bring him to this particular spot. I wonder why. It couldn't possibly be Teslene's grave, could it? Oh, I wasn't aware he had any family here. He doesn't. It's Teslene. Damn it. I don't like being right. Her sword, that is. We buried it here in her honor. So he remembers. What brings you back so soon, out of interest? I didn't think the next round of treatments was due yet. No, it isn't. Look, I realize this is sudden, but I've come to say goodbye. It's time for me to return home. But rest assured the treatments will continue. Becklug will come to oversee them in my stead. I see. You did mention that you and your friends were searching for a way home. Needless to say, we'll be sorry to see you go, but I know everyone will be happy for you. Truly. Happy and grateful. You've done so much for us, achieved what none of us dare hope possible, and we'll see to it that your good work continues, and that no more poor souls are buried here before their time. So rest easy, and take care. We wish you every happiness. Thank you. I'll miss you all. But it isn't time to say our farewells quite yet. So if there are any tasks that need doing, hunting beasts, fetching water, and what have you, just say the word. I mean to make use of every last moment here, after all. The time left to you is precious. Damn it, Halric, that's the first thing you say this expansion. Wasn't that like the last words that Teslene said? That's right, Halric. That's exactly right. Those words will guide you true, so never forget them. And how's it going, Uncle Aries? How you doing? And neither will I. Okay. Take care. All right. Okay, catch you later, Aku. Hope you have a good night, and I will catch you some other time. Thank you for coming to see Halric, Wiley. And Tesleen as well. She did always enjoy having visitors, and none were more welcome than you and Alice. What? I'm not crying, I just have sand in my eye, that's all. As I mentioned, I mean to stay here for as long as possible. In the meantime, perhaps you could go in and look on the others. Alphino, for instance, if anyone is crying, it will be him. Sure, Alice. What are you still doing here? Hurry over to Yulmore and look in on Alphino. Oh, and send my regard to the Chais. You know, something tells me I can't believe that Alice is actually not crying. Something tells me she is. She's just lying about it. Oh, hey, we got a cutscene for teleporting. Neat. Oh, Alphino's making Mrs. Chai cry. God damn it, Alphino.
Please, Lady Chai, dry your eyes.
The thought of never seeing you again is more than my poor heart could bear.
Good going, Alphino. God damn it, man. Every time. This is why we can't take you anywhere.
Oh, it's you. As you can see, Alphino has broken the news.
A very unamused husband right
How
there.
to console her? She thinks we'll be lost without him.
Well then. You know what? A picture paints 1,000 words.
You'll never let me forget it, will you? I'll have you know I completed the promised painting in the end. Be that as it may, there are times only words will suffice. Lady Chai, I have a confession to make.
Okay, go on.
On the day we ousted Lord Vorthree, when I revealed the truth of his tyranny and your complicity in his crimes, I did so with great trepidation. Not out of fear that you wouldn't listen, but that you might never recover. There was a time when I too, in my hubris, believed myself worthy to lord it over others. And when the lie was laid bare, when I was forced to confront the cost, the lives lost, it all but destroyed me. To awaken from a naive dream to so harsh a reality, I would have understood had you all surrendered to despair. But you didn't surrender. Far from it. You picked yourselves up and rose to the challenge. You found a path forward and the strength to walk it, and to keep walking it, day after day. But what struck me is how much faster you found it than I did.
Really? That felt pretty slow to me. But rest assured, we'll make Yulmore into a nation anyone would be proud to call home. Eventually. You can still come and go as you please, I believe. When we have good tidings to report, I may trouble you to be their bearer.
Yeah, I guess I can do that.
There may also be less than good tidings, in which event I hope I can trouble you for your counsel.
I should be honored to provide it, Master Chai.
Oh, Alphino, I know you aren't one to sit still, but do remember to take your ease from time to time.
Honestly, the most caring person in
And
the
no
entire
matter where
game.
you are, remember that there are people here who are praying for your health and happiness. Our brave and gentle artist. You have our love, now and always.
Aw.
And you mine. Please take care.
That was a wake-up call right there with the music. Sad, gentle music, and then just... Ah! Thanks, Yulmore. That kept tonal consistency. I understand the Exarch will be leaving with you. Capable though its custodians are, the Crystarium will be poorer for his absence. How do you know about this? Nobody besides Becklug should know. It seems the coming years will be a period of transition for both our cities. But through mutual cooperation, I am confident we will find a way forward. Oh, thank goodness you can still return. If I had to bid farewell to you both, my heart would just burst here and now. Like Alphino, I know that yours is a life of constant employment, but do visit us from time to time. It would mean the world to us. I hear the airship crashed in Almarang. Never mind. The important thing is you're all safe and well. That said, we should probably retrieve the wreck before the locals strip it for trolley parts. Or perhaps we can make a trade of it. 'Tis a strange feeling, Wily, to stand in the company of our friends, knowing that I will never see them again. I struggle to reconcile it in my mind. But this I know. I shall cherish my moments in Norvrent. Of every soul I met here, for the rest of my days. And I shall look forward to your tales of their endeavors. Yeah, I saw that, and I'm not sure how I got considered cute. That's not me. I am not cute. Not at all. In fact, I reject the very premise of that sentence. Me being cute just does not make sense. So, you know, I just, I don't know. Some things confuse me. Okay, they're saying the same thing. Alphino. His business concluded, Alphino turns his attention to yours. Forgive me. I realize, words, my throat, it don't do a thing. Who said I was blushing? Sacrilege, I tell you. Forgive me, I realize now that I never asked what business brought you here. Can I be of assistance? Alice said that, did she? Well, as you can see, I'm quite right now. Sorry, quite all right now. Unlike her, by the sound of it. Perhaps you might consider visiting Urianger next. Given his conversance with the idiosyncrasies of the Fey folk, I doubt it will be an issue, but a small part of me worries that they might not relinquish him willingly. As such, I would feel better if you were to look in on our friend, assuming you have the time, of course. Also, I just realized that that YouTube count there, it's wrong. It needs to be fixed. We need to hit that with... Boop, boop. There we go. And it has thus been updated. But I don't know what you're talking about there, Uncle. I don't blush. That's not a thing I do. I still need to say my farewells to a few others here. Pray look in on Urianger, and I shall see you at the Crystarium. Well, to Ilmeg it is. So we should probably go to Lita Loran. That's the place we need to be. And you know what? Let's see what other mounts we have on this character. We're taking the dumb Rhino. We're taking the Fall Guys mount. There we go. God, the run cycle for this looks dumb. Look at this thing. It shakes. It fits in here though. It makes sense. The flowers are pink. The mount's pink. We even have the little yellow highlights. It's perfect. It works. Yeah, we're gonna go back to the house that Urianger has been staying in. I really did enjoy the Fall Guys thing. It was actually quite a fun experience. Yeah, it's funny. I like it. It's so dumb. Look at it. Look at its face. When you look at it dead on, the eyes are just so fucked. It's just like, oh, I don't know which way I'm going. And then when you turn, it's like kind of mad. I don't know, I dig it. There's something about it. And the fact that it has the Fall Guys music makes it even funnier. Has been a long time since I played like the actual Fall Guys game and not the Final Fantasy one. I'm kind of tempted to check that out again. There we go. We just drop in on Urianger and just be like, hey, what's up? The Pixies, they changed me. Okay, fine. How about that? Is that better? I'm now Bun Boy, and my regular mount is Torgal. Because he's a good boy. I mean, just look at him. Look at his face when you give him head pats. Look at that. But also, would you really leave when we're about to talk to Urianger? I mean, maybe. But then again, yeah, exactly. I mean, just look at the bun. Maybe I'm a little bit silly, but you know, the bun is still here. Ha! That I should have the pleasure of welcoming a guest, even as mine own occupation draweth to a close. What bringeth thee hither, my friend? Oof. I'm the goofy part, you say. Ow. But you know, you knew what the face looked like originally, though. So I don't know. So thou wouldst grant the Exarch a final tour of the realm, which hath been his home these 100 years. A noble gesture. As for Master Alphino's concerns, thou mayst rest assured. Ow! What did I do? All I did was try to get everyone a nice new house today. Thou mayst rest assured that all is well here. Far from detaining me, our Fey friends have agreed to assist in the transportation of these tomes to the Cabinet of Curiosity. Not more remaineth to be done. I don't really have too much in the way of emoting that I could do to return that heart. So instead, Hex, here, have one of these. Regardless, 'tis well that thou didst come, for I had been meaning to show something to thee. An object I chanced to find after thy victory over Elidibus. Though it hath lost its radiance, 'tis unmistakably a crystal of light, one that did, in all likelihood, once belong to Ardbert. Having been interred with his body, it would have remained upon his person after his possession by Elidibus. And when his mortal form was, forgive mine indelicacy, consumed by thy foe to fuel his transformation, I posit that the crystal did tumble free. Save that which doth bide in thee. It is all that remaineth of our friend, and, if thou art willing, I would have thee deliver it unto Seto. I can think of no worthier recipient than he, and no more fitting a bearer than thee. As ever, thou wilt find the Amaro in Wolkendorf. My thanks, Wiley. Yeah, we're about to head to a section that even I consider pretty heavy. So, we're gonna take a quick break before that, I think. The crystal shall grant Seto a measure of comfort, I believe. And to receive of it from thee shall only add to its meaning. And I will check my DMs while I am on break. I will first find some music for all y'all, and then we will be right back. But let me find what I can do for y'all first, so you don't have to just be sitting in awkward silence. Yeah, that looks like a fine thing to listen to. We'll be right back. And we're back. Welcome back. I do hope that this cutscene is not about to spoil any enjoyment of food, because we're getting to the sad one. We're getting to the really sad one, Hex. And I checked my DMs, Uncle. Much appreciated. And thank you very much, Adonis. Okay, there we go. We are here. We have Torgal. We pet the good boy. God, I love how happy he looks. Where's the exit to this house? That is the way the door looks. There it is. Now, do not get lost inside of the building. What are you talking about? And I think the clip is right, because I was saying the stuff in it. I am not cute. I don't qualify. Okay, we're going to good Janana's Grace, and hopefully we will be able to find our way to Wollickdorf here. I think this is the right way. The map said it was. The question is, can I properly read a map? Probably not. I never actually learned how to read maps when I was a kid. So, we're flying blind here. I do like this area, though. Especially when it rains, actually. Like, this is actually one of my favorite zones. I really do enjoy more of, like, the high fantasy, kind of natural fantasy type of thing. I don't know what you would call, like, the type of genre that the Fae kind of fall into. But I really do enjoy it. I also just really like natural zones. Probably also the reason why I like Raktika as much as I do. Yeah, I guess Fairy Tale would probably describe, like, the area, though. Yeah, I guess with that kind of castle is more of a fairy tale castle than it is, like, any other type of fantasy, isn't it? Yeah, there's something about this zone particularly that just, I like it. I think it does a lot of things right. I mean, that is true. It is a Fae castle. But it also started off as a Rogadin castle, if I remember correctly. It's more, this area was taken over by the Fae after a fashion. But yeah, time for sadness. Ah. Full glad I am to see you safe and well. Rumors spoke of strange, spectral foes bent on your destruction. But, with the sky returned to normal, I assume all is well again. So, to what do I owe the pleasure of this visit? Let's see, what is the description of this? A crystal of light believed to belong to Ardbert. Though it has lost its radiance, you would swear that a faint light still shines at its core. As if to remind you that hope never dies. I think he speaks. And we still do not. There you go. We brought you a rock. One you might be familiar with.
Is that Ardbert's crystal?
Yes. Yes, it is.
So it is. It has changed, but I would know it anywhere. However, did you come by it?
I don't know if we should tell him the full truth of how we got this. Might be a little sad for him.
Then, even in death, his enemies found a way to profit from his sacrifice. Oh, it grieves me to think of his body being used for evil ends. But, thanks to you, his honor is restored, and he may finally find peace.
I certainly hope so.
No words can express my gratitude. I will keep this crystal safe to the end of my days.
We definitely told him everything.
Rest
except for maybe
easy,
one
my
thing.
friend. You have earned it.
You know what? Let's just, let's have him close his eyes for a little bit.
Pardon? Very well. Oh, how can this be?
Hopefully this can give him that, that little bit of closure that he needed.
Seto, my old friend. You've grown.
Oh, Artbert, how I've missed you. I'm sorry I couldn't keep you safe, or even console you. Had I
I'm
only
not
learned
sure.
to speak sooner, I would have told you how much you meant to me, how much I cared.
I knew. I always knew. But I'm happy to hear it nonetheless. Thank you, Seto. My partner in crime.
Well, hopefully this is what Seto needed.
I see. His journey continues. Then I will not yet bid him rest. With you, he may look forward to many more adventures. It has been a while since last I flew. Perhaps I too will go on a little adventure? Ride the winds, seek the horizon? Yes. I think perhaps I will.
It's kind of a Bilbo Baggins line, isn't it? And you can't get it as a companion, no. But, you actually can get an Amaro as a mount. You just have to level everything to 80. I actually have the Amaro mount if you want to see. Yeah, a companion would be nice. It'd be interesting if they could introduce maybe, like, I don't know, kind of like with the glamour system. Like, try to use that to, like, just glamour your chocobo into an Amaro. That would kind of be a neat thing to see. Let's see what he has to say. Thank you, Wily, for taking care of Ardbert. May your adventures together take you beyond the farthest horizon. And may they always lead you safely home. And yes, having like an Amaro that you can just glamour it into, right? Also, I can't see. My eyes are once again glitched. I'm going to have to work on this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tinker with that. That is a after stream problem. Happens every time. Nothing to worry about. But yes, it's only like a model switch, and then you would have to just plug in just the same stuff that you have going on with just about every other thing in like in the way how chocobo behaviors are, right? So you could actually just copy and paste the tables for the reactions. So it really wouldn't be that hard to do. Like, I wonder if Square would ever listen about that, because the chocobo system itself is kind of archaic and ignored. So that is a thing that they will have to have as a question asked at some point. And you know, for everyone out there, if you want me to be able to ask questions to the right people in Square Enix, that just means we need to grow the stream and grow the YouTube as much as we can. So, you know, if you want, be sure to, you know, spread the word about the stream and the YouTube channel to just about everyone you know. See if maybe we can put me in a position where I can ask the questions that we all want. You know? Could be useful. You know, just a little bit. Because instead of having to make it where it's like X amount of people have to say something on the forums until they pay attention, right? If they have someone that they have something of a relationship with, which is, you know, what happens with people after a certain fashion, after a long enough time, after, you know they get enough attention, then just maybe we could potentially get the questions from chat being brought to the right ears. Because I feel like we don't have enough people actually talking directly to people at Square. And that's kind of important. I do like the quality of life change they've made, though, with Sprint. You can now jog, which still makes you fast in water. Which I quite enjoy, because look at how far away that shore is over there. And now we're over here already. We're almost all the way over. All the way across to where we need to be. And that's kind of nice. And then we can speed up even faster. And then we'll still have jog. Okay, now we get Torgal again. Just for that extra little bit of speed. Okay, what's up, Uriange? Ah, thou art returned. Tell me, how did Seto receive of thine offering? Remarkable. 'Twas fated thou shouldst be the one to undertake this task, I think. Fair. As Ardbert liveth on in thee, so too shall he and his comrades live on in the hearts of the people of Norvrend. And their tale, now rightly told, shall inspire new warriors of light, for generations to come. We're taking the money. And we are taking a gift. Now, assuming thou intendest to continue thy tour, might I suggest Slitherbow as thy next destination? The task of tidying up one's abode is seldom light work, yet I suspect your shoulders is heavier than most. Suffice it to say, a pair of helping hands might not go amiss. And that means we want this. But yeah, like, I don't know, there's a lot of systems I feel like they forgot that if they could bring it back with some quality of life changes, they could make a lot of things in this game way more interesting. And I don't think that would, you know, go amiss, really. I think it would make people quite happy. Just like what you were talking about earlier, Hex, with adding, like, at least one more ward to every, like, housing district. I think that would be a good idea. And what is this? Have you come to spy on me? Who told you? Does Urianger truly think me so slovenly? The nerve. Loath as I am to disappoint, I put my affairs in order some time ago. I've even bade my farewells. To everyone. Save Runar, that is. He's nowhere to be found. Of course he's nowhere to be found. He doesn't want you to leave. He's hiding like a child. Or not.
Master Matoya.
Don't little son him.
For too long, I have remained silent, but no longer. I could not bear it if you were to leave. Please, stay. I beg of you.
This is gonna be an awkward conversation.
Runar, please.
I jest. At least in part. What I came to say is this. Thank you. Without your wisdom, your strength, and your kindness to guide us, our people would still be lost.
Yeah, that's cap. That's not what he meant to say.
We will never forget you, Master Matoya. Wherever your journeys may take you, you will always be in our hearts.
Absolutely coping at knowing that it wasn't possible.
And you in mine. Remember that your people's journey, that our people's journey is yet ongoing. Your lives will change, and so too will your dreams. Yet come what may, you need not forsake your time-honored traditions, nor less your beliefs.
But neither should you be beholden to them. For it was with curiosity and courage that the Knights Blessed first triumphed over adversity. New knowledge and new wisdom are ever worthy of pursuit.
Indeed they are. And so, until we return to the Sunless Sea, we shall endeavor to live our lives to the fullest.
That is well. But however great your strides, there may yet come a day when the challenges you face cannot be surmounted alone. On such a day...
On such a day.
Well, I don't like that sound.
You may call on me. Since a means to travel between worlds exists, you can be sure I will find a way to employ it.
Oh, good job,
There
Runar.
remain so many mysteries here that want for solving.
Master Matoya!
Runar, really?
Well then. Just main character closing their eyes, and thus the entire fan base of Final Fantasy XIV. Thank you for the ducks. How's it going, Char? How you doing? Please, take good care of Master Matoya. See that she eats well and wraps up warm on cold days. Oh, and there's this herbal tea that she enjoys. Ow! What did I do? Why the bonk? Why does everybody bonk me? Okay, if I give you the recipe, you could make it for her, perhaps, and, above all, please, keep her close. I do not deny that she is strong, but even the strongest among us should not be alone. Honestly, he's a boy in the body of a man. Why am I a piñata? Nothing fun comes out when you hit me, I just bleed. Anyway, it is time we head back to the Crystarium, shall we? Yeah, I do believe we shall. You still have to take the Exarch to Nabatha-Rang. I see. Very well. You can look in on Thancred while you're about it. His will be a difficult farewell, and I'm sure he would appreciate your support. Yeah, he probably would need the support. The path goes through Twine. If you wait there, you are like to meet him on his way back, if not before. Okay, let's just teleport to Twine then. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Now let's see. What does Thaf have to say? Ah, it's you. Good to see you looking none the worse for wear. Yes. And Jarek? Is that your name? There we go. Let me guess, you're here to ride the trolley too. Don't ask me how I know, I can just tell. That has nothing to do with what we're doing here, actually. Hey, you too? What's this, my bloody name day? Yes, it is. Hold up. There we go, that makes it easier. I see. Yes, Thancred was here, and Reen too. They said they wanted to go to Nabatha-Rang, so we gave them use of the trolley. Makes sense. That's right, the old girl's up and running again. But we didn't just put her back together, mind you. Oh, what'd you do? Did you improve it? No, with the little help of Master Chai. Okay, what with the little help? We made her faster! Yes! This guy does have an obsession with trolleys. It's actually a little weird. Like, he is just like... He is the Thomas the Train Engine obsessed person of the expansion. Let's be real. Like, he's just like, yes, if a train exists, I must. Like, okay, train otaku. What do you need? And stronger, okay. Oh yes, the future of trolleys is looking brighter than ever. Whisper it. But I might reckon it might be time. Time to reach for the stars with a trolley that will dwarf all trolleys. No. If you ask me, we'd be better off making them smaller. That way we could fit into narrow shafts. But that's genius. Why didn't I think of that? Yes, why did you not think of how to fix trolleys to fit inside the mine? Enough, you can daydream on your own time. In case you've forgotten, our priority is to have more working trolleys. That's why we've turned to Chinese. By the way, not to make the one trolley we've got go faster. Sorry. Yes, actually, wait, I read that right. We needed help getting a few Talos back in working order, see? We were out testing them when your airship came down, as a matter of fact. You seem to have a habit of crashing things. Hey! Hey! That is entirely true, and I don't want you to be pointing that out, okay? I crash things often, and in great number. It happens. Some of us just happen to have things we're prone to doing. We're back. Our thanks for the loan on the trolley. Oh, cool. Wiley, what are you doing here? Don't tell me the others are waiting for us. Nope, I came to see you. Ah, that's a relief. At any rate, we've done what we came to do, which means I'm ready to leave. Or as ready as I'll ever be. Not to pry, but what's going on? You off somewhere? As a matter of speaking, yes. That is fair. You do have a point there, Hex. You could say that. So you're heading home. I'm just a simple miner. And I don't know much about this world-traveling business. Sorry, world-traversing business. I would say traveling the world actually might be kind of important to your job as a miner. You go where the minerals are. We also should probably get rid of this. That's not the right button. This. There we go. But the young lady here, she'll be looked after, will she? I'll be fine, thank you. I have a place to stay at the Crucerium, and don't want for anything. Besides, I've no shortage of friends I can turn to. Friends like you lot. So don't worry. I'll be fine, really. If you say so. Yep. I'm with Magnus here. I have learned that the I will be fine means she is in fact not going to be fine. She is very upset. It being a matter of life and death, I suppose you have to leave. But I, for one, would still be torn if the choice were mine. I'm not sure I could bear to be parted from my family. No. But it's for the best. Rina's chosen to walk her own path, and she doesn't need me under her feet. Besides, I have my own responsibilities. I wouldn't be setting a very good example if I neglected them. Huh. Perhaps not. Either way, I envy your dilemma. Well then, young lady. If there's anything you need, anything at all, you're to call on us. It may surprise you, but we could do more than simply offer you trolley rides. Thank you, Magnus. Everyone. Shall we, then? We've nowhere left to visit. We can go back to the Crystarium together. Okay, what's up, Magnus? Bugger me. I forgot to thank Thancred. I can slap you for it, but I won't bugger you. That is not safe for Twitch. Anyways, when you get the chance, tell him I'm glad we had that little talk, and tell him we'll look out for the girl. Mark my words, Wiley. One day, Twine will thrive again, And I hope that Thancred can come back and see it. Him and that funny-talking fortune-teller bloke. And from this day forth, we shall only refer to Urianger as that funny-talking fortune-teller bloke. When it comes to families, you'd think together was best. But it's not always that simple, is it? Never really thought about it, what with my parents being long gone. The people in this town are the closest thing to family I've got, and to be fair, I'd hate to leave them, which is why I'm not going anywhere. Oh, is he a prophet now? I don't think he's been giving very good prophetic advice, though, Hex. Does he really deserve the title of prophet? Right, I took that off during the cutscene. Thank you for reminding me. Much appreciated. Okay, we need to go back to the Crystarium. And onwards we go. But yes, he is now, from this moment forth, the funny-talking fortune-teller bloke. The game said it. It's canon. Oh, how you doing, Rain? I see Thancred is over there. Are you okay? Maybe I should talk to them before I talk to you. That way I can get some hidden dialogue. There we go. I trust the Exarch had a pleasant tour of the realm. This is it then. Alphino? I thought it would be easier after saying farewell, but each step I took out of Yourmore felt heavier than the last. I did everything I could in the time I had. No regrets. Hey, congratulations! Glad to hear you fixed it, Adonis. And let's talk to funny-talking fortune-teller bloke. I took the liberty of informing the Crystarium's leaders of our imminent departure. It seemed only right. That is the least Urianger has ever said. Now let's see what Reen has to say. Hello! Oh, it's you. You're probably wondering why I'm not with the others. It's just... I always knew that everyone would leave one day, and I always hoped and prayed we would find a way to send them home. But now that the time has come, I feel lost. Lost and lonely. I don't want our last moments together to be sad. I want to hold myself together, just long enough to say the things I need to say. But I'm not sure I can even do that. You know what? I'll be there with you. You'll be fine. Right. Thank you, Wily. I think we all feel braver with you around. Go on ahead and join the others. I'll be along after I've taken a few deep breaths. In. And out. Okay. Well, while she's over there doing her breathing exercises. Yep, okay, they're saying the same thing. No need to worry, let's just talk to Thancred.
That's everyone then. We've all said what we needed to.
Yes, we have. Mostly.
Even as we speak, Backlog undertaketh their final inspection of our spirit vessels. When thine own preparations for the journey are complete, thou art to present thyself in the ocular.
Okay, I think we can do that. I also found myself some snacks.
Everyone?
Reen has the floor. Everybody listen.
I want to thank you all. On behalf of the First. You, and Minfilia, and the Exarch. Without each and every one of you guiding us, fighting for us, we wouldn't be standing here now. There wouldn't even be a here. And no words can express our gratitude. We still have a lot to do. Countless trials to overcome. But if it ever seems too much, I'll think of our time together. The happy moments, and the sad. I will remember it all. And it will give me the strength to carry on without you. Because you made me who I am. Minfilia. Reen. To honor these names and these memories, I will stand with all the people of this land and strive for a better tomorrow.
It's always nice to see someone have their full arc finally complete.
Thancred, I believe the honor of responding should rightfully be thine.
I mean, he is kind of her dad. That is true. You do have a point there, Hex.
I know better than most how much you've grown, and I have every confidence you'll make your people proud. Gods know I'm proud of you. I always will be. You deserve all the happiness in the world, and more.
Aw.
Might we also say a few words?
Oh, I think it's Lena. Yep, there we go.
Why, this is just about all of you.
Right? Thancred should really just hug his daughter, damn
To
it.
see you off seemed the least we could do. You risked your all for us, fought for a realm not your own. Before you came, we had never known the beauty of the night sky. Or the joy of your company.
I mean, that last part goes without saying. If we weren't here, how could they enjoy our company?
Though it saddens us deeply to bid you farewell, it has ever been our way to send off friends with a smile. Wherever your road should lead, we shall pray for your safety. And following your brave example, we shall continue to fight for the Crystarium.
With or without us, you've always taken good care of this city. I don't doubt for a moment you'll continue
That's
to do
true.
so.
And how's it going, Slag? How you
More
doing?
resilient people we have never known.
We're just in the middle of getting our send-off. Finally leaving the First. Going back to the source. Heading home.
As resilient and enduring as the tower that watches over you.
To the last, we did not question the Exarch about his past. It is only now, when he can no longer tell us, that we believe we know the answer. We have heard what became of him, and what is about to be attempted.
Who is telling all these people about the highly classified stuff
All
we're doing?
will be well. Of this we are certain. How could it be otherwise, when every soul in the Crystarium is praying for it with all their heart? And so, when our Lord awakens, I bid you give him a message.
I do believe so, yes.
Tell him he needn't worry about us. That he need no longer hide who he truly is. That he should live his own life to the fullest. And that if he should ever find himself reminiscing on the past with a smile, we shall be smiling with him.
Yeah, she's missing her grandfather.
Will you tell him this?
You know what? I think I'll tell him word for word. She deserves that much.
Thank you. Please look after him for us.
I dare say we have all the good wishes we can carry. Let us be on our way.
Y'shtola's just like, it's time to leave. We gotta go. Before I start crying. I'm just there, just like, you know what? I'm staying outside. I don't need to see you all get turned into whatever we need to turn you into to fit inside the things. Quite possibly that, or she's like, I don't want Runar to make his way over here and make a scene. He already did it in Slitherbow. Because, I mean, you know, that is something that could happen. Also, we're just gonna pop that real quick. Oh, what is the, also? Because there's also a thing I need to do, which is a, shout out to Slag. So, everyone, do please give Slag a follow if you haven't. Slag is the person that actually ended up doing the update work on my model. Friend of mine and fellow Final Fantasy VTuber. So please do check out Slag. Okay, I'll keep the minion on. What do we get for the... Wait, oh yeah, I also have this one. I have a lot of stuff. Okay, where's the minion that I just got? This one. The Wind-Up Mistle, right? Yes, obtained Wind-Up Mistle. That's what I need. Alright, let's see if we can, we just... You know what? We're not even gonna change where I am inside of the, thing. We're gonna just swap on over into this screen real quick. Boom. Ah! Ah! So much blood! Delicious! Okay, I'm having it right now. You know, the one thing I've always wondered about my Hydrate Redeem, it's supposed to be blood, and it is, But my question is, where's the blood coming from? I've never once considered where all the blood is. But, yeah. I don't know. Food for thought, though. Who is spraying me with all the blood bags? We kind of need those. But of course, it is the blood cannon. And I think you did. I mean, it could also just be, due from, like, the way how I have to, like, have the calibration done for the eyes, that it could have changed them a little bit because, like, I don't know. Just shit happens when I have to calibrate things because my glasses kind of fuck up my model all the time. Like, right now, I need to recalibrate the eyes after stream because there's quite a lot more blinking action than I mean to. My eyes are wide open right now, and they keep getting shut, and they stay shut. So I need to lower the sensitivity, and that's fair. It would have to be a bit bigger because with blood, it could get a little clogged, a little coagulated. And now I have the hiccups and I'm in pain. But yeah, for anyone who wanted to see the expressions up close, we got a smile now. One that's not as creepy as my original smile, as I mentioned before. Let's just wait for the eyes to work. Yeah, we got it there. Hopefully my eyes are open now. I can't tell. You're right, I could enable auto blink. That is a thing. Let me try to do that right now, actually. Nobody pay attention to the words that are coming up on the menu. Okay, auto blink. If I was smart, I'd be able to find where that is. Where is that actually? I know it's like there is one that's linked, but I don't see an option for auto. Am I dumb? Because I see use eye bones, link eye blinks, then I have like the linked thing. I don't know. Where is it? I do not see auto blink. It's just blink threshold. Oh wait, I can move it. Nope. Can't move it that way. But yeah, I can't quite find the things. Because it's just like right here, right? I don't know if that's a thing. Maybe it's in tracking effects. Is that what it is? Am I dumb? No, it's not in tracking effects. We're gonna have to figure this out later. I think. Probably. Well, let's see, actually, because I am a little bit on the side of like, what the fuck's going on with my eyes? Yeah, just a little bit of scuff. It happens every now and then. Okay, so it's not there. Is it? No, it's not in expressions. Yeah, I got nothing. So we're gonna go back to it. Yeah, we also have angry eyes, which is just honestly something that feels a lot of the time. You know, got the happier smile with my mouth open and everything. Sadness. We've seen a lot of this one tonight, actually, because we had to talk to Seto. And the Seto talk always makes me sad. And we've also seen the surprise. Because, yeah. Runar's thing. That got us. And yeah, that's what we've got going right now. We also got like shading that's proper on the face and everything. Like, just look at that. I actually have shading now. I also no longer have a giant outline around me. But yeah. We can also continue on with the storyline. Yes. Hand motion stuff, like the experimental stuff where it's like you can do it with your webcam. I don't suggest using the webcam one. I've tried. It doesn't work. You definitely want to do leap motion hand stuff. And yeah, I love the way the emotions turned out. There are some of the things I want to see if I can maybe try and import as well. I will have to talk to you about that later, Slag, because I don't know if we can like import without having to go back and reprogram everything. Because there are some things from a pack that I have that gave me like a little bit of a blush and a little bit of like my eyes going very small when I'm shocked. I'll show you the ones that I'm talking about, because there are a little things here and there that I had that I don't know if it's just something I can directly import or not. And I've never tried to import the expressions before. And I have a feeling you would know a little bit more about that than I do. So we will have to talk about that. Because yeah, like I went to press my blush button and I was like, wait a minute, I don't have a blush anymore. But I have it programmed on the old one, so if, you know, if things are to work the way that I think they are to work, VNyan allows us to just import from one model to the next, as long as we can just take the node if it has, like, parameters already set, right? Yes, I believe it is. I did them in Unity on the other version, so it shouldn't be too dissimilar from what you did on stream. But it was definitely, like, something I didn't quite understand, because it was just in, like, a tutorial thing that pretty much just walked you through of just like, here, go dial in these dials and click next. I was like, okay, I'll do it. Okay, let's see. Her heart laid bare. Reen appears to be at peace again. Well, I suppose it's time. Are you ready, Wiley? And it does have more options, but it also is a little bit more experimental, so it does have problems here and there. But even with the problems, it is something. Yeah, I don't know. There's actually there's a resource that you can find inside of VNyan. It's the I believe it was called like Reforged Expressions. I'm not 100% sure right now off the top of my head. Okay, all right. Let's not keep the others waiting. But let's see what, actually, let's not see what's going on quite yet, because Twitch is yelling at us now. We have to go to ads real quick. So that's what we'll do. We'll just go back to playing this in 3 minutes. We will be back real fast. I have music already set for you. And let's stop them from telling us, hey, we need to interrupt you. And we're back. I accidentally forgot to hit unmute on the music, because I'm dumb. That happens sometimes, though. Also, yes, the iPhone is actually really good for tracking, but I have never used the, God damn it, Nightbot! That's not how GG was being used there! That was sarcasm! Anyways... Now that Nightbot has been discovered to be something that Hex can use to taunt me... Thank you, Adonis. We'll get back to the story now. I have a feeling I'm going to be seeing a lot more sarcastic GGs. Yes. First by Hex, now by the bot. This is gonna be rough. I know it's gonna keep happening. Ah, Master Wily. I have but this moment shown your associates in. Strange to think I will not have the honor of showing them out again. But I am informed that you yourself may yet return. I look forward to welcoming you on that happy day. Now, if you would care to follow me. I do need to work on throwables. There is actually a throwable I've been trying to create, and it just won't work. But yes, I would definitely like to add more throwables. I have a feeling Hex would have a field day with those. Just, yep. This is why, things could be a little dangerous. Slag, that's exactly what I was looking for, actually. I was trying to find a car I can get hit with. In the spirit of solidarity, I bid you carry the vessels as if your life depended on it. How many times have you assembled thus in the storied chamber? Many, and more, I think. Were the Exarchs standing before us, the scene would be complete. Nay, it would be complete were he standing before us with Emmett Selk, smirking in the wings. Oh, it's definitely got to be deja vu. You know? Because let me tell you, I'm gonna definitely feel like I've been in that place before once I've been hit by the car. Since we cannot take our worldly goods with us, I want you to have my gunblade. Wait, is she holding it? She is! Use it, or sell it. It's all the same to me, so long as it serves you in some way. I will be satisfied. Thank you, Thancred. I'll treasure it. One day, she'll grow strong enough that she will be the gunbreaker. Angelo stands ready to work his magic on our souls. I did not expect such a rousing farewell from the people. It was the very thing my spirits needed. Now all that remains is to return to the source. The 12 know we have made Krile and Tatari worry long enough. Well, let's talk to Becklug. And here we go. Ah, there you are. I take it you're ready for your journey. The spirit vessels are primed, and our company complete. At a word from you, we shall begin. Okay. Many cutscenes! Set sufficient time aside. Yes, we know. Very good. I shall distribute the vessels at once.
All right, then. Pray proceed as instructed, beginning with your memories.
All right. Let's hope that nothing goes wrong here. All right. So this really is kind of a Ship of Theseus kind of thing, isn't it?
The step is complete, and all appeareth to be in order.
Yeah, what's up,
Well,
Slag?
that just leaves our souls then.
What do you got on your mind there? And yep, Alisaie's right. Time for the souls to go in. Good luck.
We're in your hands, Angelo.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out what I wanted to put there, so I figured putting a blank box for chat was probably the move. It was really more of a just, I don't want to block chat and make things look a little ugly with the way I do it, because, like, I just kind of slapped it together. So I just kind of made it a chat box over the chat blocker. And yes.
It is done! The vessels have received both their memories and their souls!
And there we go. Our friends are safe. But yes, Hex is right. I have to remember.
To your care. They belong to you now. Just be sure to guard them well, yes?
Well, I don't foresee any problems getting back to the source, Becklug, but I suppose so.
Work, won't it?
Hopefully, Reen. Hopefully it will work, yes.
Our theories have held thus far. But I make no promises about what's to come.
Okay.
Even the greatest
Yeah,
mages in history
I'll go in and tweak that a little bit.
transport a soul across the rift. We, my dear, are in unknown territory. Prepare as we might, we cannot account for all possibilities. And it is in such circumstances that accidents are wont to occur. Yet miracles do happen. So let us pray and will our friends home.
Is it bad that Becklug sounds like the doctor from
Stop praying until I know
Luigi's Mansion? Becklug sounds like that to me.
All safely stowed away? I do hope so. All that remains then is to step into the mirror. Go now, and safe travels.
Like, if you take Becklug's voice and just put the bum, 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 bum behind it, it works perfectly. And here we go. We're finally going home. Yeah, you can't unhear it now, can you, Slag? To be fair, they're great games, both Shadowbringers and Luigi's Mansion. So honestly, I think combining them makes it that much better. Concern? Well, let's hope it works. Please, not with the thumb and the finger. I'm not an all-star. And there we go. I don't know which twin that is. Was that Alphino or Alisaie? Nope. And I'm definitely not the brightest bulb in the chandelier either. Okay, that one's Alice.
Did it? Are we?
I can tell by the earring. They're like, shit, we're back.
Well.
Oh, you're back. You're back. You're all back.
Thank you. My body feels like a sack of potatoes, but otherwise, I have never felt better.
Yeah, I was just gonna say something there, Slag.
I doubt any of us will be fit to travel for some while. May we leave the rest to you?
I'd like to point out that they put the poster girl in the nicest looking clothes that they have here.
The vessel beareth our comrade's blood. With it in thy possession, the way will surely open before thee.
What? But you've only just got here.
You've only just got here. I'm allergic to Lalafels!
Tataru, might I trouble you to brew us all a pot of your special tea? Ah, and we may require an extra cup.
And how's it going, BB? How you doing? I like how that ended on Kryle's face. And alright, catch you later. Or catch you in a bit.
Yours is a long road, my friend. And it stretches onto places beyond imagining.
Also, Hex, I'm not on that list anywhere?
With your
Damn.
every step, these grand adventures shall grow more distant and faint.
Oh, we dropped a rock
There
candy.
may come a day when you forget the faces and voices of those you have met along the way. On that day, I bid you remember this. That no matter how far your journey may take you, you stand where you stand by virtue of the road you walked to get there. For in times of hardship, when you fear you cannot go on, the joy you have known, the pain you have felt, the prayers you have whispered and answered, they shall ever be your strength and your comfort.
Ah, yes, I can't open it because I have his blood. I have the power.
This I hope, I believe, here at memory's end.
Yes, join us. One of us. One of us. Some days later. Of course Alpha knows reading. Honestly, Alice,
Are you all right?
mood.
Do you still feel under the weather?
Physically, I couldn't be better. Thanks to Kryle's ministrations, I'm already looking forward to our next fight.
I love the amount of sass that she has.
But seriously, don't you have anything to say about that?
Is she jealous they have new clothes? Or maybe it's just Urianger.
No less impressive than our garments. You've outdone yourself, Tataru.
Maybe she's just embarrassed by Urianger.
Give credit where it's due. I had help from a certain fiery pixie who visited me in my dreams. They gave me all the information I needed to get the details just right.
Oh no, we forgot to say goodbye
For
to
your
her.
weapons, though, I needed a lot more help. Thankfully, our favorite heads of state were happy to place their finest craftsmen at my exclusive disposal.
Chat, I think we're in trouble.
And speaking of the Alliance leaders, they all express their unreserved elation at your safe return, and promise to come and see you in person as soon as they can.
They really needn't have gone to such trouble. But we'll be keeping these gifts all the same. Do pass on our gratitude.
I realize we haven't taken up new martial arts, nor have I ever been one to set much store by appearances. But I can't help feeling a certain lack of, I don't know, personal development.
Well, damn.
I quite understand. But as you observed, the others had the more pressing need. Rest assured, our turn will come.
Yeah, the update when they finally make you tall. I don't know, Hex.
If I expend
Not here
any
yet,
more
I
ether,
suppose.
I swear I will blink out of existence. I need a bite to eat.
Oh no, not the Archon loaf. It's like,
Tataru, a cup of tea, if you would be so kind. And something sweet.
literally gets to the table, takes a bite. This food is shit.
By Mistress Kryle's exhausted state, may I assume that the ward hath been restored?
If only that bread
Indeed.
tasted as good as it
We
looked.
succeeded in weaving it anew,
Oh.
albeit at a slightly diminished potency than when I had Becklug's assistance. It is no cause for concern, though. The tower is not easily reached, never mind breached. And even should some few succeed, their presence won't escape my notice.
There's the lad.
Excellent. Said duty thus discharged, thou art free to go wheresoever thy fancy taketh thee. Upon which note, hast thou perchance come to a decision? The offer remaineth open.
Well, if you're certain that's what you... I mean, if you think I...
The tail wags betray him. Yes. Look at those ears perking up.
accept. Henceforth, I shall count myself a scion of the Seventh Dawn. Grahatia, at your service.
When I was a boy, many long years ago, I yearned to stand tall as the heroes of Eld.
Oh yeah. He is definitely one of the most expressive characters, just hands down.
But, like a fool, seeking to pluck the stars from the heavens, my every attempt to reprise their deeds fell short.
Help! Somebody help!
Okay.
Hippogriffs! Hippogriffs on the rampage! A giant flock of them! Please, we need help!
Right? The earwiggles are fantastic.
Myself.
Oh no. Alice, say don't do it.
Now
That's
wait,
stone. That's gonna hurt your leg. There goes her ankles.
Here we go again.
Splat. We can't do that without fall damage. Why can she? You forgot your bullets.
I will join the fray when I finished my tea.
Thus did the Avatar of Destruction descend, and in her wake leave naught but tears and ash.
God damn it, Urianger.
And then, one day, an all but forgotten dream from my youth stood before me, in the flesh.
My face appears to not be working right now. There we go. Problem?
So it was that a new adventure began.
Ah, yes. Our frenemy. That is kind of a nice coat, though.
The memory of a dying world's end. Night after night. And I thought it but a tired old dream.
Well then. Yeah, the fanboy still exists.
I say. I
With-
knew that securing the palace would provide your radiance with depressingly little sport, but that you should fall asleep out of boredom.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, nothing more comfortable to sleep
Splendid.
around than a bunch of
Truly
corpses.
splendid. And my own preparations, you will be pleased to hear, proceed apace.
Okay.
Oh, yes. They proceed very well indeed. Frighteningly so. And we owe it not least of all to this singularly useful body I chanced to find. With the Populares now all but destroyed, it will be the simplest of tasks to discredit their groundless assertions that I met with a grisly end. And as the very much alive Lord of House Brutus, I have a vast fortune at my disposal. Money, 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 the great motivator. There is simply no better way to move men and expedite plans than with its alluring glint. Would you not agree?
I love how cartoonish they make this one. Good shot.
But wait, were we not acquainted? you end I.
Xenos just sitting there like, I'm sorry. I don't pay attention to weaklings. Ah, yes, the
Should our
dipshit.
familiarity cause you distress, I beg your forgiveness.
What did you say your name was?
Oh, a dagger through my heart, that my deepest desire should forever remain unfulfilled, to live unrecognized, to die forgotten. Oh. So it goes.
That is true. Xenos gives
Whatever
no
this flesh
shits.
may have been before, it serves only as a vessel now. And I, faithful Fandaniel, labor only to advance my lord's ambitions.
Well,
Speaking of which,
this should be
with
fun.
the palace in our hands, we may now proceed with the next phase of the plan. But how very odd. Despite all our havoc-wreaking, old Elidibus did not deign to appear. Dare I hope that the last of the Unsundered is gone?
He does have the craziest eyes in the game.
Imagine it! Bound no more by the shackles of mouldering memories of damnable duty, free at last to live for the moment!
Okay, calm down there, theater kid.
Your radiance. But give the word, and I shall go forth and prepare for you your hunting ground.
Okay, I appreciate calling him Fandango. That's what we're going with.
That
Thank
which
you for that,
awakened
Hex.
Was a fell beast. Ferocious, ravenous, remorseless. Do as you will.
And thank you for the YouTube subscribe there, John. I think that's the name that popped up. I only saw it out of the corner of my eye. I am sorry if I got that wrong. Actually, hold up. I have a way to find out.
Too long, my friend, and insufferably dull in your absence.
Ah, yes, our fanboy.
When you return to me, you will share everything. Every blow will be a story unto itself. Every triumph, every kill. Rest assured, we shall have a fitting stage for our reunion.
Yes, we shall.
Oh, yes. To reprise that transcendent moment, I will set this world ablaze. And we shall dance before the pyre.
Yeah, Xenos is a little too excited. He needs to calm down.
The beast shall kindle the flames of the apocalypse.
Well, fucking rip.
Into its domain shall the hero set forth for the final chapter in the tale of this star.
Yeah, like, Buddy needs to, like, I don't know, just, you know, maybe drink a beer, watch a movie, do something that doesn't fucking deal with us. Goddamn. Also, hold on a second. If I pull this thing up, because I should at least be able to properly thank whoever subscribed. Yes, John Walther. thank you for the YouTube subscription. If you're currently watching on the YouTube stream, I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing. We're also currently live on Twitch. Okay, let's talk to Tataru. Everyone likes the garments I prepared for them. The time I spent polishing my skills wasn't in vain. In case you're wondering, Grahatia is an outfit suited for traveling, while his weapon uses a piece of the Crystal Tower as a focus. Brilliant, right? Now, I know we probably shouldn't go around chipping bits off Allegan Regget. What even was that word? Relics. Brain. Off Allegan relics. I almost said relicts. A relict is an entirely different thing. Anywho. But it was just one little piece. I'm told Raha has shed some of the tenseness he had as the Crystal Exarch. If you ask me, he's more relaxed than he's ever been. Okay. Why, the Raha of old would leap down from a high place just to make a dramatic appearance. I remember this. Someone in some epic or another. Sorry, something someone did in some epic or another. And Alphino wasn't so different. Yeah, they were theater kids. Still, I'm glad to have them back, safe and sound, boyish insecurities, and all. Kyle really had to go and take the pot shot at them, huh? Had to be like, haha, I'm gonna kick you while you're down. Okay, what we got? Alice. While things are quiet, I think I'll move my body around some more. Need to get used to the new tricks I learned in the first. To that end, I'll round up Hori and his crew for a spot of sparring. Oh, and Graha too. In my capacity as his senior, I'm obligated to train him as well. She's gonna bully him. Kryle really does. She enjoys teasing. That's kind of her thing. Kind of reminds me of someone else's hobby. I wonder who I could be talking about. Not naming any names. Thanks to your reports, I had known that all was well in the source. But there is no relief like seeing our comrades again with my own eyes. Yep, not a single damn clue. If possible, I should like to thank Astinian in person for the help he lent us while we were away. But it seems he has not been heard from of late. Such is his way. Well, until such a time as we meet again, I shall ever pray for his well-being, and take the absence of tidings as a good sign, as I do with our friends in the first. Probably a good idea. Real! Buddy! Nobody remembers you! How you doing? Yeah, you could definitely take pride in that slag. We've been receiving some worry and intelligence on the Empire. But with the place in shambles, as it is, it's taken longer than usual to verify facts. I'd suggest you rest up in the meantime. Efemi! Nobody knows who you are, but let's say hi anyways. If you're looking for, those two, they're off to visit Doma. Yeah, no, okay. Cool. The old guy and, his daughter. Ah, yes. The dweebs. Okay. Wait. Where's my minion? I had a minion! Get back out here. Oh, unavailable to summon minions in this place. That would do it. Ah, you're back. Tell me, Wily. Do you think I was excessively familiar earlier? My in my tone and mannerism. Thought it better to be familiar than formal, if we are to be comrades. But now I worry that it may have detracted from the gratitude and respect I harbor for everyone. Perhaps we might consider it a nod to my regrettably less than humble beginnings? Yes, that will do. Okay, it's still considered active. That's good. Being free to live as one pleases is not without its challenges. In a way, it was easier when I had a mission that consumed my every waking moment. It provided me with a focus, a constant push in a singular direction. By the way, was casting spells always so draining? I'd quite forgotten what it was like to do it without the tower. I've rarely felt so exhausted, or hungry. Yet, if all I did was bend the bow, I would be of limited use on your adventures, so I shall persevere. Now, Graha, listen here, you little shit. As a bard main, bending the bow is just goddamn fine! Even the game fucking takes pot shots at my favorite class. God damn. Whoever I might have been, I am now a scion, and an inexperienced scion at that. A green initiate, eager to learn about how best to contribute to the cause. That he might follow in the footsteps of his inspiration. Calm down, fanboy. Grahatia is now available as a trust companion. Neat. Okay. Yep, same dialogue. Kryle's eyes light up at the sight of you. Excuse me. Oh, greetings, Wily. Come to look in on our friends? Yes. Oh, fuck. Did I fuck up? Can I escape? No. Okay, hold up. Rest assured, everyone is quite well. I've been keeping a close eye on them and satisfied. Oh wait, I could just go through this and drop it. Don't worry, I can fix it. I think.
Well, my friends, now that we have all settled back into our bodies, it is time we resumed our duties in earnest. Let us speak of our plans.
Yeah, if I drop this, it will just make me go through this again.
It's been one unsettling rumor after another. I have a mind to pay a visit to Garlemald to ascertain the truth of the matter.
A prudent endeavor. 'Tis of the essence that we establish the full extent of the threat, not least if it should prove that Xenos doth indeed orchestrate events from the shadows. In light of which possibility, I shall accompany thee on thy mission.
Seems reasonable.
Be assured that thou shalt find me more a help than a hindrance. Thou requirest another to imbue thine ammunition, dost thou not?
Ah, yes, he's taken over the Reen duties.
Assuming that's settled, there's something I've been meaning to look into as well.
Oh, who do we have here? Not you!
Welcome back, everyone!
Lise!
You're fine now, right? No more headaches or keeling over?
I mean, at least your voice acting's okay.
That's right. We're fighting fit and raring to go.
The famous Lise Hext, former scion and hero of the Alamegan resistance.
Okay, history nerd.
I don't believe we've met.
Really? It's so easy to assume that all Archons are acquainted. But then I suppose your fields of expertise are rather different.
Oh, I've loved Shadowbringers. This is my second time actually playing through it, Slag.
Your exploits, Commander. It is a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance.
I haven't played it since it originally came out.
Likewise. The others told me all about you.
Do not be so sure. Words scarcely do justice to the vital role he played in our victory in the first. A more dependable comrade one would be hard-pressed to find.
Oh, there he goes, blushing again.
Oh, right. I did glance at the report. But I'd be lying if I said I understood half of it.
It's okay, Elise. We always knew you understood nothing.
Well, that's a lot to take in. Just to be clear, this means we're not heading for another calamity, does it?
Sure of their unsundered master's leadership, what Ascians remain shall struggle to see their plans to fruition. And though I would ever advise caution, I believe we may rest easy for a time.
I'll take that as a yes. Even so, I don't know what to make of this business about Hydaelyn and Zodiac being primals.
A difficult truth to bear, yes. But at last we understand the nature of our adversary. And if there are no further calamities, neither will there be rejoinings, meaning Zodiac will never regain his full strength. Even so, as the oldest and mightiest of primals, he remains a force to be feared. Though his is a power born of the desire for salvation, we have seen the havoc it may wreak. And it falls to us to ensure that it is never again brought to bear upon this star.
Wait, who, where now?
But tell us, Lys, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit?
What do you mean? Isn't seeing my long-lost comrades reason enough? All right, there was one other matter. I have a message from the Alliance, and before you ask, yes, it's about the Empire. So, after Emperor Varys' assassination, it seems his cousin Nerva made a bid for the throne. The trouble is, he wasn't the only one with designs on it, and it didn't take long for a civil war to break out. And it's not just in the provinces. Early reports say huge swathes of the Imperial capital have been reduced to rubble. The Alliance will soon convene in Alamigo to decide on a course of action, and we were hoping you'd come along.
Well, as it happens, Urianger and I were just this moment planning a little trip to Garlemald. And we should be grateful for any advice the Alliance can provide on how best to make the most of our visit.
To Alamigo, then.
Why don't you go on without me? There's something I need to look into.
Oh, forgive me. You were just telling us. What is it, if I may ask?
I want to find a way to cure the Tempered.
Of course. You think it may be possible to adapt the treatment you used to help those corrupted by the Sin Eaters?
I'm sorry, a cure for tempering? But that would change everything. Alizé, consider yourself uninvited. Go and find us this cure.
I don't know if that's actually being nice or rude.
I was hoping you might join me. Don't worry if not, though. I won't hold it against you if you'd rather attend a stuffy meeting.
You know what meeting? I'm out of there.
I knew you'd say yes.
I'll come too. If you don't mind, that is.
Yeah, there's a slight possibility I might need to drop the quest.
Of your company. Pray, enjoy your time together with your hero.
No. That's not... I mean, I simply thought my knowledge might be of some use.
I love how everyone can just tell, like, that's a bullshit.
Godspeed.
Just laughing at him this whole time. Okay, let's see. Since Hex said we do need to talk to him, and unfortunately, because of the delay between chat and everything, let's see. Let's talk to him now. Okay, yeah, that this put us in a completely different room. We cannot drop the quest, can we? If we exit... Because maybe we're blocked in here, right? Damn! Can't do it. Can we new game plus it? I done goofed. Sorry about that, Hex. Let's see, yeah, there's no way. Well, at the very least, we can at least go back and see what Kryl was saying before we got into the whole thing. Okay, we talked to Kryl around here. Okay, as a matter of fact, they're about to convene in the Dawn's Respite. Okay, that's where we were. How to deal with their pent-up energy. Let's join them. Okay, then we get into the whole thing. Well, that's unfortunate that I missed it due to just a little bit of off timing there. Okay, the quest, it's just before Alice's quest, if that helps for looking it up. And we don't really have enough to get into the next quest anyways, so... Let's see. I'm just gonna look it up. It may have been missable. Okay, hold up. Nope, that is not the thing. What was that quest called? We had just finished it, so... Okay, it's not Dawn Trail. Post Endwalker. Sorry, not Post Endwalker. Post Shadowbringers. Post Shadowbringers 1. Reflections in Crystal. I mean, if I talk to him right here, he just starts talking about this stuff. When your Stola is about, one cannot afford even the slightest slip. That's all he says. Don't worry, I can say with complete confidence that Graha is dressed for anything. So I think it is missable. What was the name of the quest again? I just looked it up and I forgot it already. This is how my brain works. Reflections in Crystal. 1 second, we'll find it. Okay, Reflections in Crystal, Secret Dialogue. Actually, wait, hold up. There might be a way to deal with this. Where is New Game Plus? I don't have access to New Game Plus. Sorry about that, Hex. Guess we're talking to Alice, then. Because I didn't know about that, so I was actually really wanting to do that. When I set out to save Halric, I think Gabu was always in the back of my mind. And having... I can always just speed through it and just put a little recording on Twitter. Or we could just do it in the Discord for anyone who's interested. It just does the, like, entirety of the MSQ questline. When I set out to save okay, yeah. Having proved the light corrupted are not lost, I am convinced the same must be true of the tempered. Similar to those corrupted by Sin Eaters, the aether of Gabu's soul has been rendered stagnant. I would very much appreciate that. And though the root cause is different, perhaps the solution is the same. It is by no means an unreasonable hypothesis, Alice, and it warrants full investigation. If there's even a chance we can save Gabu, we have to try. But however much I'd like to race over to Limsa and set to work, there's no room for recklessness. Not when a child's life is at stake. As I'm sure Becklug would remind us, we still know little and less about the soul. Any number of things could go wrong, if we don't exercise due caution. And so, before attempting anything, we should really learn all we possibly can about tempering. There's just one problem. Research into the condition has long since ground to a halt. And the combined work of the many scholars involved doesn't exactly amount to a wealth of knowledge. Not of the modern scholars, perhaps, but what of their ancient counterparts? I know the Algans took more than a passing interest in the subject. And if what we seek is to be found anywhere, it would surely be found in the Etherochemical Research Facility. Where they experimented on primals and their worshippers, yes? Good thinking. I've never actually been there myself, but I did read the reports on Az's Law. Which means we'll be needing an airship. An airship, you say? Oh god, what did you buy, Tataru? Meet me at the northern bank of Silvertear Lake. I've got a little surprise for you. Oh, and come prepared to travel. Tataru just out here buying everything. I can't believe they don't allow us to drop MSQ quests. Still mad about that. That actually upsets me. But yeah, this is gonna be a long quest, which is why I didn't mean to start it. And thought they would just let me drop it and restart it for the next stream. Yeah. We're in Mordona. And we'll call it here for the night. I will catch you all later. So, yeah. Hope you all have a lovely night. I will try to find someone to raid now. And we're going to end stream on YouTube, so thank you everyone who was there on YouTube. Hopefully I didn't miss any chats there because it decided it wanted to go to top chat instead of all chat for some reason. But I hope everyone had a good time, and I will catch you all later. Okay, and the YouTube stream